Fact to follow-up segment tonight. A new Rasmussen survey released this week says 68% of American adults prefer the greeting Merry Christmas this time of year. Just 23% like Happy Holidays. And in Michigan, a federal appeals court has reversed a decision that banned a nativity display. Since 1945, folks in Warren, Michigan have put up a creche near a public road on land owned by the county. While some atheists complained, the nativity scene was removed. However, the Thomas More Law Center, great group, defeated the atheists. We love that. And the creche is back. Joining us now from Los Angeles, Ben Stein, Jewish guy, thinks the whole war on Christmas is insane. And you've said that for quite some time, Mr. Stein, right?
I have. You can call me Ben. I've been saying it for a long time. I'm Jewish. All of my ancestors are Jewish. My son is Jewish. I don't mind people saying Merry Christmas to me. I like calling it a Christmas tree. It's a Christmas holiday. It's a Christian holiday. It's not a holiday. It's not an atheist holiday. It's a Christian holiday.
But it's a holiday that atheists can celebrate, certainly under the banner.
Absolutely.
They don't have to go to work.
And Jews can celebrate it.
Everybody can have a good time. Everybody can have a good time.
It's a holiday marking the birth of a man, or some will call him the Son of God, who said, peace on earth and on earth goodwill to men. And what can possibly be wrong with celebrating the ideas of a person who said something like that?
Let me just take it one step further, and then I'm going to ask you the why on it. Jesus of Nazareth was the most influential human being who has ever lived. That's beyond any doubt, all right?
I don't doubt it.
Okay. So, of course, you would honor a person like that because what Jesus stood for was peace. Turn the other cheek, all of that.
Forgiveness.
Yeah. Okay. So it's all good. As they say in California, it's all good.
It's all good.
But it isn't all good because now we have the secular progressives trying to remove Christmas, the word, the displays, even the federal holiday, they'd love to have it rescinded, from the public arena. Why? Why?
Well, Bob Dylan said it best. There are a lot of people who have knives and forks. They have nothing on their plate, and they've got to cut something. There are a lot of angry, bitter people out there. They've got to attack something, so they attack Christmas. They're not. I don't consider them well in the head. God bless them, and they probably wouldn't like my saying that about them. God bless them. But there's nothing wrong with celebrating Merry Christmas. There's nothing wrong with having this be the predominant holiday in a predominantly Christian country. There's nothing at all wrong with admiring the precepts of Jesus Christ. There's nothing at all wrong with having Christmas trees. There's nothing at all wrong with having creches. Nobody's being forced to bow down and worship anybody. Nobody's being forced to do anything against his will. If you drive by a creche, how are you possibly harmed by that? How could you possibly be harmed by that?
Now, you know a lot of secular progressives, having lived in Los Angeles for many years. The philosophy is the state rules, and all the other stuff should be subservient to the state. So there are a lot of people feel that this is why the campaign is in motion, not only against Christmas, but against any other expression of spirituality on any level. Do you buy into that?
Absolutely not. I think once the state rules...
But do you buy into that's why the secular progressives are doing this?
That's part of it, Bill, but I think a lot of it is just plain anger. I think there are a lot of people out there who are angry, and they're angry at whatever is the predominant symbol. They're angry at anything that reminds them of tradition. They're angry at anything that doesn't make themselves the center of attention. There are just a lot of angry people out there, and they go after the Prince of Peace.
Now, I interviewed Rhode Island Governor Chafee on the program yesterday, and he didn't seem to be an angry guy. I don't think he is. I don't think Lincoln Chafee's an angry guy. Now, he is one of the SP warriors who's trying to tell his state that we don't really have a Christmas tree, we have a holiday tree, which is insane. And, he didn't know that President Obama calls it a Christmas tree, that he didn't know any of that. Chafee presides over a state that is the second worst economy in the country, behind your state, California. You would think that Chafee would want to have the Christmas tree and everything else associated with Christmas, so people would come to Rhode Island and buy stuff.
Well, you'd think that he would want to
self-interest. Self-interest.
You'd think he would want to have the Christmas tree because it marks the observance at the beginning of a philosophy of love and caring and not hating your neighbor.
He may not care about that, but he's got to get some money into the state. So just do that reason.
That's not, I'm sorry, that's not enough reason for me. Look, we have an amazingly wonderful country here. We have the best country that's ever been in the history of mankind, and a large part of it is because it is based on Christian principles of forgiveness and toleration. I don't see why it's wrong to celebrate those principles.
No, listen, I'm with you 100%. I'm trying to get in the mind of Lincoln Chafee that even if he's a SP warrior and he's offended by the word Christmas in front of a tree, he would want to get the tree up and have everybody celebrate Christmas so his economy would be better. I'm not saying that's the right reason, but it's so crazy. These people have gone so out of their minds with the PC political correctness business and, you know, oh, it's inclusion. We want to include everybody. You know what, Mr. Stein? I think you know this better than anyone else. You can't always include people. Some people are going to be left out of everything.
Well, some people who want to be left out and who want to be angry and who want to be on the fringes and who want to draw attention to themselves by being angry, they'll be left out.
All right. Ben, thank you, by the way. Ben Stein's new book is called How to Really Ruin Your Financial Life and Portfolio.